Hello everyone, this is Jeanette with Serendipity Land, and today I have a new listing at 9968 Banderilla Drive in Grange, California. It's a 2.10 acre lot. Now this is in Mariposa County, which is a nature lover's paradise. It is located in the western foothills of the Sierra Nevada Mountains, which is north of Fresno and east of Merced and southeast of Stockton. Um, this property is also part of the very unique Lake Don Pedro subdivision, which is very close to Yosemite National Park and is nestled between two large recreational lakes in the heart of the California Mother Lode. Also nearby is Tuolumne County, so between those two counties, and they share 19 natural preserve and park areas and include more than 130 miles of public equestrian and pedestrian trails. So much to do and so much to see in such close proximity. That's what sold me to this area, and I'm hoping it's going to sell you too. So here we go. So let's take let's zoom out of this to take a look at the topography of this area. And this is good. Just a few things to notice. I just want you to see that there are rolling hills and soft slopes. And even though this is a small community, there is development here. You can see there's properties and people build all over. So you see properties that are on top of the hill, on the side of the hill, on the slope down at the bottom. There's people are building everywhere. So you can see that whatever you choose to do, somebody else has already done it. Also, even though it's a small town, you see that there are paved roads. I know that there's electricity at the street line. And as far as water, I know that you would have to install a water meter on the property, but you can get water from the city. So, of course, for all of those utilities and permits and fees and regulations, you need to check directly with the county, and that would be in Mariposa. Okay, cool deal. So let's head over to the property. Let's get a little closer. Okay, and from here you can see that you have direct access to the lot from Banderilla Drive, and then also you see that there is a driveway that was built that now gives you access to the other side of your property, and which is sloping up the hill. So you have a part of the property that is at the street line, but then it slopes down, and then you have the other part of the property that starts low and then it slopes up. Okay, and try to see if I can give you a different point of view here so you can see. I think this is good. Let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. So you can see, guys, that it slopes down and then it slopes up. And like I said, people here have built up on the side, down. So you can see that you can do it as well. And awesome. So that's Banderilla Drive. Now, one of the things that I'm in love with in this area, of course, is everything that you can do and that you have access to within minutes. And you can start seeing the marina, the reservoir, Lake McClure. Oop, I went too far. And Lake McSwain. Okay, wonderful. So you have Lake Don Pedro, Lake McClure, and Lake McSwain back here. Awesome. So I'm going to take you to some of these places so that you can get a better feel for the area. And let's start by visiting the Lake Don Pedro Marina. And let's get closer. All right, guys, so you can see here that there's docking for your boats. There is a ramp for you to unload your water toys. So if you have your power boats and sea-doos and kayaks, whatever you have that you want to enjoy the lake with, you can bring it and come on down and enjoy. There's houseboats for rent. This place has a lot of amenities to offer. And let me just show you a photo of the area. When we're looking through the satellite, looking down on the properties, you see a lot of brown, which there is, but also there's a lot of green. that is not as obvious because we are so zoomed out, right? But on the pictures, you can see what the area looks like. So just beautiful. Okay, so the Lake Don Pedro Marina, it's only about 5 miles from the property. And now let's head over to the Don Pedro Reservoir, which is 6 miles from the property. And also, let's head over to the Lake Don Pedro Recreation Agency, which is right here, which is 6 miles from the property. Again, it's going to take you, what, 7-8 minutes to get here? And check this out. How cool is this? I mean, you could be sitting up here enjoying the sounds of the water and watching this. You could read a book. You could write a book. You could do yoga, meditation. It's just beautiful. Okay, each of these recreation areas, guys, has their own amenities and their own activities that they host. Here's a view of that recreation agency building from the ground. Again, you can see that there is green, and you can enjoy a lunch or dinner up here. You can see the building has glass all around its circumference for you guys to enjoy the views. So just a beautiful area. And like I said, the recreation agency is only 6 miles away from your property. Okay, so let's head over to the not too far away Lake Don Pedro Owners Association. Now the association, the fees are yearly and it's only $100 for the year, and that entitles you to use the Hacienda Hall once a year for free. And that is a hall that you can use for like a birthday party or a family reunion or a celebration of life or a big gathering with a group of friends, or your family, you know, getting all the cousins and nephews and nieces and grandkids together. Um, Also, it has a full kitchen. So if you want to bring people in to cook for you guys, or if you want to cook for your entire party, you can do that because there's a full functioning kitchen that you can use. And if we go back to the amenities of the hacienda, you'll see that there's a swimming pool, there's a playground for kids, there are sitting areas with chairs and umbrellas. It's just a beautiful, beautiful building with a lot of amenities. I know they also have classes, especially during summer. They might have yoga classes or other exercise classes or artistic classes. So anyways, you be sure to check them out. And one other amenity that's interesting is that they do have a couple of apartments that they rent to owners at a discounted rate. So if you or your family or your friends, somebody wants to come on down, but they're not really into pitching a tent and sleeping on the ground, or you know, getting a camping facility or RV or a houseboat, they can rent one of these apartments at a discount and enjoy everything that the area has to offer. So that's the Lake Don Pedro's Owners Association. It is only 8 miles from your property, so you get there in like 10, 12 minutes. Okay, so let's head back to Banderilla, because what we did is we went west of the property, and now we're going to head over to Barrett Cove, which is northeast of the property. And let's get there now. Now, Barrett Cove is another recreation facility. This is only 4 miles from your property, so what? It's going to take you 8 minutes to get there. And as you can see, we've got a swimming lagoon. We have docking for your boats. We have a ramp for your water toys. Like I said, all of these recreation areas have hiking, you know, trails. They have camping places. They have picnicking areas. So there's a lot to enjoy, and this is only 8 minutes away from your property. How cool is that? Let me show you a photo of the area from the ground. I mean, it looks like a postcard. That's just stunning. So that's Barrett Cove. Now let's head over to Lake McSwain. This is 13 miles away from your property, so it's going to take you about 20 minutes to get there. And here we are, Lake McSwain, and that looks like a lazy river almost, right? It's just beautiful. Again, Lake McSwain has tons of amenities. They have camping and they have hiking and they have picnicking and they have water sports and they have docking for your boats. Um, Let me show you some of the highlights here. So this is Lake McSwain. It looks like a mirror. And of course, there's kayaking, there's wakeboarding, and they also have the Splash and Dash Aqua Park right next to it, which is an inflatable obstacle course of sorts that's on the water. So you and your kids or you and your friends, can bounce, jump, climb, slide down, and play it in the water. How cool is this, especially if you have kids or if you're a kid at heart? But how amazing is this to just be able to have this accessible within 20 minutes of your property? You're close to all this fun. And again, if you have family and small children, I mean, your place could be the entertainment hub of the family, Summers, spring breaks, any kind of holiday, the whole family can come down and the kids can just have fun at the lake, and just make some memories. It's so beautiful here. Okay, so let's head back to Lake McSwain, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna head over to Lake McClure. Now, Lake McClure is about 30 minutes away from the property, and yeah, it's about 20 miles, so 30 minutes from the property, and check that out. I love how the land looks here. It's so bumpy. It reminds me of like pancakes or something. I don't know. It's just, I love this floating. It feels like an island. I know it's a peninsula, but still, it just feels like floating pancakes to me. Anyways, this is a beautiful, beautiful area. Again, you have a swimming lagoon, you have an RV park, you have boat docking, you can bring your toys for water sports. There's another ramp there. There's the RV park. There's just so much to do in Lake McClure. Again, 20 miles away, 30 minutes tops, and you can enjoy this beautiful park. Here's a photo of, just a picnicking area in Lake McClure, but there's also boating. There's also fishing. By the way, all these lakes, you can enjoy fishing trout and bass. They have competitions, and I've seen photos, and the fish are pretty darn big. So if you're an avid fisherman or enjoy fishing, this is the place to come. And you can have, daddy and me fishing trips, or guys fishing trips, or girls fishing trips, or mommy and me fishing trips. You can do all of that. You can have so many, there's something for everyone here. Also, Lake McClure hosts the 4th of July fireworks show. And if you're adventurous and you like mountain biking, you'll love the fact that they have a mountain bike park here with a ramp. So you can do tricks, you can exercise, you can have fun just in the midst of nature. Okay, so this is Lake McClure. Again, within 30 minutes of your property, boom, you're there. Now let's head back to Banderilla. And then let's zoom out again to show you everything that the area has to offer. All these lakes, all these recreation areas, all of them within, 5 minutes to half an hour, and you're in the middle of all this. And like I said, every recreation area has something for you to do. Okay, so if you want something more, I do have one more thing to show you. And that is, I mentioned it at the beginning, but is Yosemite National Park is only 47 miles away from here. So it's under an hour you could be here. You could be looking at this. Now, Yosemite National Park, if you've never been, please go. It's one of the most beautiful parks in the United States. There's peaks, there's mountains, there's lakes, there's creeks, there's waterfalls, you name it. They've got it. I'm show you a few more images of Yosemite. There's valleys. Guys, it's just absolutely stunning. Just a stunning area. You know, it's been scientifically proven that being out in nature uh, helps reduce stress, anxiety, anger, fear. It just helps you. It helps you with your mental and physical health, but also it just helps you know, get your creative juices going. It's required. It's a necessity. You know, we need to get out more. So on that note, who should be looking at this property? I feel like people that live in the city should definitely be looking at this. If you're in San Francisco, you're only 2.5 hours away from this property. 2.5 hours, and you're out of the hustle and bustle. You are in your own personal, natural, you know, reserve area, your personal sanctuary that you can go to and just go and, you know, decompress and reconnect with nature, reconnect with yourself and with the people that matter to you. Just take the people that matter to you with you and you know, have some fun. I guarantee you, you're not going to be looking at your phone or your iPad when you have all these beautiful things around you. And then so close, everything is so close. So if you're in the city, whether you're young or you're older, this is a place for you to buy. You can come with your group of friends. You guys can camp. You guys can rent an RV. You can get a houseboat. There are so many outdoor recreational activities to do. If you love horses, there's tons of horse trails here. There's just, if you're a water baby, there are so many water sports and things you can engage in. This is a no-brainer. If you're older and you're thinking, you know what, I just want to live a little bit of a more, you know, slower kind of life, this is perfect too. Again, you're in an area that is relatively remote, but also not so remote that you're completely isolated. There's development, there's a community, there are amenities. Your family can come visit. You can just be the entertainment hub of your family and of your friends. Just get everybody together. Give them a place to come to that is just beautiful and where you can build memories. So this is 9968 Banderilla Drive, 9968 Banderilla Drive in LaGrange, 2.10 acre lot for only $17,999. That's a steal. So if you are interested, please click on buy now, put down your $500 deposit, and then and tell us how you want to take title. These properties that I'm buying have clear title and they have title insurance. So you can feel very confident that if you buy this property and then later you want to build on it and you need a lender to approve you, that you will have clean title with title insurance. They'll require that. So you can feel very confident about your purchase. Okay, so click buy now, put down your deposit. We'll make arrangements to receive the payment and get into escrow. Escrow should close very quickly because we have title insurance and everything's in order. So thank you for watching, guys, and check us out. Check our other properties, and hopefully you found something that you love today. And enjoy some awe and have a wonderful, wonderful week.